On a server that has a total IQ of a goldfish, I wanted to tackle the challenge of farming 100,000 carrots, just by my lonesome self. Farming this many carrots would be a task that I'd have to tackle head first with, because if not, I could find myself stuck on this for multiple days straight. And I only have a limited amount of time to play on this server since we're going to be getting rid of it soon. To get 100,000 carrots in stacks, that'd be 1,562.5. So let's just round that up to 1,563 stacks of carrots to complete this challenge. For any farm, you first need to find an actual area to place it. While searching, I might have got distracted and died with everything on me. Like, everything. Diamonds, armor, tools, all of it was on me. So, with that, I had to start from scratch. Knowing that I couldn't give up this early on, I set up a plan. First, I'd have to get my tools back. If I wanted to make it easier on me, for that, I'd have to take some willing volunteers from the village over. Since for the moment all I have to my name is some iron and cobblestone, I decided that I would go and pick up a villager and just ride around until I found myself an actual place to call my farm. Riding around and finding unregistered terrain, I came across an island that reminded me of France. And with that, it was enough for me to call home. I decided that this was going to be my new home, and landing on the island, I was left to a small beach. Setting up base, I put down my villagers, and to keep my area of loot a secret from others on the server, I dug into the earth and tunneled around like a mole rat. Eventually grabbing a few more villagers so that I could start making more, I then grabbed some sheep, putting them inside my base as well for infinite beds. Now, this island is going to be completely covered in carrots. With my villagers, I'll turn them into farmers, and with that, I could sell my carrots for emeralds. That would be my main way of progress. Now, with this in mind, let's actually start our carrot sorta empire. With still having nothing to my name, I scrounged up some iron to start my carrot farm. Tilling my first soil and planting my carrot, I just have to do this, I don't know, probably a few thousand more times, maybe at least. But for now, any carrot I got would just be recycled back into the farm, and I continue on. So, how about we actually get a start to this? With my villagers still in their holes, I made sure to pop back in every so often and would give them food to make more of them, and then juggle the two back and forth of going outside and returning. Ending on day 1, I had 1 foot in the door, but for day 2, I dived in head first. With some of the excess iron and carrots I got, I was able to juggle selling carrots to my farmers. Then with emeralds, I leveled up some toolsmiths and armors to get myself some diamond gear, as well as getting myself tools to use. With this, it helped me push through and able to get my island halfway filled with carrots, putting myself in a good position to only need to focus on getting my other 50% done, which would end up being the only thing I did for the remainder of the days. Continuing on with the day, I planted more carrots. I think now it's time to go over the mods added on. If you've taken a notice to the gameplay, you've seen a map of the world pop up, which, if you have keen eye, isn't in regular Minecraft, since the reason is this server is modded as Vanilla Plus. For those that don't know, Vanilla Plus is a variation of mods aimed to keep the regular feel of Minecraft, but add features that make the game better, such as rerolling on enchantment tables, having the game run better, and more. For us, we branched a little bit away from this and added a mod that would add season to the cycle of the server. With having spring, summer, autumn, and winter, it shortened the amount of times that I was actually able to grow my carrots. For this, I'd get all the carrots I could and stock them up, so for when winter rolls around, I'm still able to continue on with my work of placing more, since in winter, nothing would be able to grow whatsoever. With getting my farm more established, I met up and talked with someone else on the server, and with interacting, we started a cohesive bond between another. Yeah, I'm at like the giant fucking green patch. Like, yeah. That is all carrots that I've planted. Well, originally this was a dirt island, and now it's partially carrot island. It is. If you look on the minimap, I'm about halfway done with the island. So this is what I've been doing for like the past 2 days. Here, give me a minute. Let me go retrieve a book from the shipwreck. Enchanted book that to sign. I'll make a contract up. There we go. I got everything I need. Let me craft this sons of bee. There we go, book and quill. So let me write this down. With getting the things around, I got a book and quill and wrote down a contract that would have to be followed. For payment of 16 diamonds from him, in return, I'd pay him back in the future with either diamonds or carrots for a source of food. I never paid him back. Carrot Kingdom contract, if it can allow that much spacing. Carrot. This I will frame this. This will be like the fucking start of something great. I hope to work well with you in the future. Following into the next day, I was greeted with more carrots to farm. Throwing some music on, I grinded my way to completely filling the island out with carrots. Following that, I took a little time to celebrate, as well as take a break and make myself a small little humble abode. Nothing serious, just a 2x2 shack with a bed and a furnace. Continuing through the day, I found myself talking with someone on the server and making a trade with them for diamonds, ending up trading a handful of golden carrots for 10 diamonds. Going back to my shack, I spent the rest of the day farming until I got roughly 1/3 of the way done to the 1,500 stacks needed. Following into the next day, knowing it was winter, knowing that I could make money off my carrots, I took the time to take all my villagers and make a small trading hall so that in the future I could go there and get golden carrots indefinitely. If you don't know, villagers with the farming position have the ability at the max level to trade golden carrots. Implementing this, it would save me from having to mine gold by hand. And with my carrot farm, I'd have an infinite amount of emeralds to trade with them. Killing off the blacksmith and other not needed ones, I dug out an area and slowly made their quarters to put them in. Then I proceeded to put a few hours of time in upgrading them to max level. Listen, if all I did was farm carrots, I'd actually go insane. So having little side projects that would still be productive keeps me sane. For the most part. Since I had all the levels from leveling up the villagers as well as it still being winter, I went back to my home and leveled up my tools, as well as armor, to the best that they could be, since why the hell not? Yeah, I know what you're gonna say. That day was very short compared to the others, and yes, there wasn't really a whole lot of stuff to do. It was winter. Continuing on to the next day, it turned back into spring, and I was actually able to start farming again. Once again, throwing my auto clicker on, I continued running back and forth until having to get off for the day. With so many carrots, I moved them down into my bunker and made something reminiscent to a wine cellar. Chests lining the walls, my stacks of carrots sitting inside of them. Doing a little bit of math, I realized that I have to get 30 double chests full of carrots and 3 stacks to get my full amount needed to complete the challenge. So, yeah. That's right. It's the end. With the past few days coming to complete this challenge, I finally walked before completing it. All it takes is a little more grinding, and then I can finish it. With bringing down a few more inventories full of carrots, I saw the chest begin to fill up, and placing the last few in, I completed it. Not knowing what I wanted to do with myself, I immediately started on trying to build a castle, because at the time it seemed like, well, the right thing to do. But, like I said in the beginning of the video, I only have a limited amount of time. And while gathering the stuff around, the server went down. Actually, to be frank, I sort of stopped playing after a few days. I realized that the server was going to shut down in like a day or so, and honestly, I just never got back on. Didn't really care enough. But, if you did enjoy the video, I thank you for coming on this journey with me. It's been fun. Gotta say, it's been fun. If you did enjoy the video, please do consider subscribing or liking. Took me a little bit of time to make. Honestly, I kind of put this project off for a while, and well, I wanted to finish it. But, have a damn good rest of your day, and I'll see you hopefully soon.